Hey everyone, welcome to Watch It, Paint It. In this video, we're going to be unboxing Asset Drop's delivery for this month. This is the Heroines Box. You guys might have noticed I've never done the Heroines Box before because I've always tried to stay away from drugs. Now, they also offer a core box, a monster box, I think maybe a Heroes box, might be making that up, maybe I dreamt that, a bunch of boxes. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check out different ones. This one's going to be around female heroes and painting them up and doing something with them. They actually tell you quite a lot more about the box than most subscription boxes do, so you can check it out before you buy. Let me just tell you a little bit about Asset Drop. It is a subscription service. You buy a box or a bunch of boxes and they arrive sort of every month. They've got different ones. Some of them aren't monthly and some of them are. You can drop out of them as well because, as I mentioned, these guys tell you in advance roughly what's going to be in the box. It's still a bit of a surprise. I know this has got some fairy-related stuff and a couple of fairy miniatures and that sort of thing. So I know that in advance. If fairies don't appeal to me, I could opt out of this one, see you later, bye, and grab the next one instead if I like that. So they do offer that sort of range. Now, they also tell you the RRP. So this box is £21.90 and it will have up to £32 worth RRP. I think this one's actually £29 worth, something like that. So you're getting value for money as you'd expect. And the other thing is one of the concerns with subscription boxes, you might get the sort of stuff companies can't sell, that sort of thing's cheap. That's a concern I've seen people mention about subscription boxes in the past. These guys curate the box. Everything in here is designed to make something out of the contents in here. It should all go together. It should all work well together, and that's pretty hard to do if you just grabbing companies' end of lines and that sort of stuff. So I'm always pleased that they've thought about this. They've put a lot of time and effort into picking what's inside this box, and you should be happy with it. And let's find out if we are. Now, as I mentioned, everything in this box is going to go together. They have a competition that you can enter, and you use the stuff in here and you try and win the competition. They also, I forget, Asset Drop's the ones, let's just have a look. Here it is. I knew it was going to be on the top. Asset Drop also include a painting guide, which is pretty sweet. It's actually I don't want to look yet. It's a fair few pages, and they're going to teach you how to use some of the stuff in the box in these painting guides, which is pretty cool. I learned how to do camouflage painting using Asset Drop's guides. That's probably the biggest thing. I'd never even considered doing it, and it was all in the guide, and they include in the box that came in, they had all the paints and everything. Anyway, guys, let's get on with seeing what's in here. So it's always nicely presented. Little thank you at the top, bit of tissue paper, very nice. And I always think it just looks nice. It's happy times when you open the box, and then I rip it because I can't do it neatly. I wish I could. So let's have a look. And nice little packing material. Hopefully that's nice and recycled as well. So the first thing you're given is some sweets or candy. This time it's popping candy, and there's always somebody in your life who will have a sweet tooth and appreciate that. It's nice. I mean, I guess if I had a sweet tooth, I could pop that now and eat that while I'm unboxing the rest. It's probably a nice little treat while you're getting involved. Where should we begin? This is some sort of base. Look at this. MDF, big base. What size is that? Wow. 80 mil, maybe 100 mil. That's a big base. Some sort of cobblestone lasered into it as well, so it gives you a little bit of a guide. So maybe you can build something up with this, but it's just a nice big base to build upon. So I guess we're going for a diorama in this one. We're using those fairies. Let's have a look at the miniatures. That's what we care most about. So here we've got Moonstone. That's a game, isn't it? The Moonstone is a whimsical fantasy skirmish game. So this is a real game, and you get real miniatures from that game as well. Let's have a look at these miniatures. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's just a tab off the back. I thought I broke something. Peep in here. So this is, that's just a problem. I thought it was its name. Has it got a name? Where's its name? Oh, it was on the card. That's why. So you get a little data sheet. This is Tito. Well, I mentioned it's the fairy box, didn't I? Let's have a look at this miniature. Oh, it's got a lot of pieces. Oh boy, it's going to take some building. Let's have a look. Oh, that's nice. Look at that detail. Okay, so these are flimsy as anything. These are resin, I'm guessing, by the flimsiness. So you get super good detail. There's its wings. It's super detailed. I don't know if it's always a lot of work. This is a lot of work. Look how much cleaning up. All of these tabs are going to come off. I need tidying up and gluing all together. It's got a bit of cleaning to do. Oh, that's really easy to clean off, but it still needs cleaning. But that is beautiful. I can't work out which way around it's her. That was like his or her leg. Heroines Box, guys. They're all females, female fairies. So looks nice. Bit of building. Oh, look at that. It comes with a little tree stump or an entire tree. That's on to, I guess he's stood on it. Flying on it, doing something with a tree, but awesome. And then I always like these bases with the little lip, and they just look really professional. It's weird. I've got a few of them. I don't know why some games come with them, some don't, but I'm just a fan of that particular type of base. Just neither here nor there, but I am a fan of that base. So there's Tito. Oh, she's gone everywhere. See you later, bye. And you get another one. I was going to say the other miniature is it's the same game, isn't it? Moonstone, yeah, Moonstone again. This is Freya. Let's have a look at this one. Looks like even more pieces, so maybe this is a bigger miniature. Let's megature. So another data sheet. Don't play this game. Anybody play this game? Let me know in the comments below. Do let me know if it's any good. Fairies are cool though. I wonder what other races are involved in that game. So that's another thing these subscription boxes do. They introduce these things you never knew existed. You know, I had no idea about this game. And it's TT to Combat. Is that just who sells it, or do they make it? Because they make Rumbleslam, don't they? So, where I've heard of this company, I didn't know this game existed. Oh, whoa! What is going on? There's loads of bits. What are these? She's some sort of dragonfly fairy. Look at that. That looks dragonfly-esque. Where are we? Whoa! Okay, so it's got a load of pieces, but the bulk of the fairy is here. Let's have a look at her. Wow. Yeah, look at the detail. That's insane. That is really, really good, isn't it? That's going to take some painting. Wow. Okay, really, really high detailed miniature, but these are resin, and I have painted resin in the past. They're just delicate, and my hands are not delicate hands. They're clumsy hands, but we're going to get some awesome looking miniatures out of those. What else have we got? So we've got some moonstones. Oh, cool. Look at them. Let's get them out. Let's not just look at them in the packet. So you can get some big blue crystals. Beautiful. Nice. Only 3. Quite big. What's the scale like? Wow, they're a lot bigger than them. So these are big basing crystals, but I've never seen anything like that either. I wonder where they're from. Doesn't say. Is that Asset Drop exclusive? Is it their own sort of crystal range? Be interesting to know. What else have we? We've got loads in this box. It's never ending. Zealot miniatures. Again, never heard of them. Who are these guys? This is not a toy. It's always not a toy. When can I have some fun? That's sunlight. Guys, it's so sunny here today. Apologies about that. But look at that. A little, what would you say that is? A rune, a portal, some sort of gateway. But I like it. That's nice. A little bit of basing material. You don't have to use any of this stuff in the box that it comes with, but as I mentioned, they've got a competition and it's aimed at using it all together, but it's up to you. I mean, I kind of don't want to use that because that just looks so cool. I want to use it in all sorts of things. I don't know what, but some scenery for some game. We've also got 3 paints. Now, these normally go hand in hand with the painting guide, which we'll look at in a minute, but it normally tells you exactly how to use these paints. Never heard of MSP paints, whoever they are, but yeah, another range of stuff, and I love getting ranges of paints that I've never heard of, so we get to try a different brand and see how we feel about that range of paints. You can see, you know, these go straight together, aren't they? This is going to be some sort of base layer, undercoat, and then we're highlighting it up and getting to the final highlight, something like that. You can see these have all toned really, really well together. That's what I mean. They've taken some time and effort to pick a nice set of everything, and the paints just goes in with that choices they've made for you. So they've found 3 paints that work well together, and then yeah, this is the last thing we've got. It is Asset Drop exclusive. I wonder if the moonstones were. Oh, and it's got little bits of what looks like moonstone in there. So this is their core supply. So that's one of their other boxes that they offer. That's the one I normally get because I'm not fussed about something in particular. I just want like the core stuff, which I guess this is from, and this is exactly the sort of stuff I look forward to getting. Base works. So this is, let's have a look, Secret Grove basing scatter. Hang on, I'm just going to check those labels. Those labels are the same, right? I think they made the moonstones as well. Do they make these? Do they sell them? I'm going to go check their website, see if you can just buy them. Because that looks like I could use that on so much. I'm going to be using it as some treasure for monsters to protect. So this is some scatter for the scenic grove. So for the we're going to be building a scenic grove for the fairies with some sort of stepping stone path. And this looks like a sweet mix. I'm not going to pour any out because it's going to go everywhere. But it's got like blue and green static grass in there. It's got little cork rocks. It's got loads of those moonstone gems smashed up in here. Some branches in there. Oh, some sort of heathery stuff. So a really nice mixture, which hopefully will look awesome as sort of a Secret Grove fairyland. So that's everything that was in the box. Let's have a quick look at the painting guide to see what they're going to teach you to do, because this is actually, you know, they get a very good painter normally to build this guide, to write this guide up for you. So you normally do learn something pretty sweet in here. They explain everything you've got in here, the miniatures, a little bit about the miniatures, the paints, the technique. Oh, here's the list of content. Sometimes they tell you how much it's worth. They don't this time. I quite like when they did do that, just so you know you're getting value for money. But as I mentioned, this is nearly £30 worth for £22. So you are, price wise, you're in, but then you're just getting a curated set as well. You've got price that into it, and then you get this tutorial. What they're teaching us, painting fairy wings. Finally saw it. So they explain the technique. Oh wow, that looks awesome. Who did this? Can't see who did this painting tutorial, but it's nice. So they go through, it's going to be using those paints, and it's going to be starting with a dark, and we're going to be doing some blending by the look of it. Level up your painting. So is this taking it to the next step as well? So they maybe allow you to drop out at certain levels, and then we go pro very soon, or maybe the whole, just do the whole thing, guys. Wow, look at that. Okay, that is pretty nicely painted, and they explain how to paint those wings. So that's what they're going for. And then they're finishing off your project. No doubt it will explain what the rest of the stuff's for, and leave it to your imagination. Guys, that is everything in this box. That is a nice box. I'm so excited by this. I've not got such a nice looking scatter. I think this is the most effort I've ever seen put into a scatter range. But so you've got 2 miniatures, you've got some basing material, you've got scatter, you've got just an MDF base with some, they don't stick out or anything though. So I guess it's just like guidelines if you want them, but nice. Sweets, pretty standard. And then 3 nice paints that help you paint up. Where is she? Her wings. Which one was she? Tito or something. Oh, her hair stuck to her wings as well. Which way around? Yeah. So she's like a butterfly. So you get like a dragonfly and a butterfly one. Guys, this is too cool. I'm going to enter this competition. I don't think I've ever entered one of their competitions before. I normally just keep all the bits for as and when I need it, but I'm going to be in. I'm going to be painting up. I'm going to be painting up a secret grove for these fairies. Let me know in the comments below if you've got any tips, what I can or can't do. If there's time, I might just go and do it now. Too late, guys. Thank you all ever so much for watching. And yeah, by all means, check out their other Asset Drop unboxing videos I've done. Links in the description below, and see you again soon. You're going to get some between £22, is it 20? Some amount of money, up to like £31. You always get more money, more bang for your buck. More bang for your buck. Bucky Bang Gibson generally goes together to build one thing up. Who knows what I'm talking about? Jesus Christ, how hard can it be to do an unboxing video?